Hari Om. Bhagavan narrated the following story. Namdev was a great bhakta of Vittala. Vittala is Krishna. So Vittala found Namdev had not yet realized the supreme truth and wanted to teach him. When Jnaneshwar and Namdev returned from their pilgrimage, Goragumbar gave a feast to all the saints in his place, and among them were Jnaneshwar and Namadev. At the feast, Jnaneshwar, in collusion with Gora, told Gora publicly, "You are a potter, daily engaged in making pots and testing them to see which are properly baked and which are not. These pots before you, showing the saints, are the pots of Brahma. See which of these are sound and which are not." Thereupon Gora said, "Yes, Swami, I shall do so," and took up the stick with which he used to tap his parts to test their soundness, and holding it aloft in his hand, he went to each of his guests and tapped each on the head as he usually did to his parts. Each guest humbly submitted to such tapping. But when Gora approached Namdev, the latter indignantly called out, "You potter, what do you mean by coming up to me with that stick?" Gora thereupon told Jnaneshwar, "Swami, all the other parts have been properly baked. This one, Namdev, alone is not yet properly baked." All the assembled guests burst into laughter. Namdev felt greatly humiliated and ran up to Vittal, with whom he was on the most intimate terms, playing with him, eating with him, sleeping with him, and so on. Namdev complained of this humiliation which had happened to him, the closest friend and companion of Vittal. Vittal, who of course knew all this, he pretended to sympathize with him and asked for all the details of the happenings at Gora's house. And after hearing everything, he said, "Why should you not have kept quiet and submitted to the tapping as all the others did? That is why all the trouble came." Thereupon Namdev cried all the more, and he said, "You also want to join the others and humiliate me? Why should I have submitted like the others? Am I not your closest friend, your child?" For that, Vittal said, "You have not yet properly understood the truth, and you won't understand if I tell you. But go to the saint who is in a ruined temple in such and such a forest. He will be able to give you the enlightenment." Namdev accordingly went there and found an old unassuming man sleeping in a corner of the temple with his feet kept on a Shivalingam. Namdev could hardly believe this was the man from whom he, the companion of Vittal, was to gain enlightenment. However, as there was none else there, Namdev went near the man and clapped his hands. The old man woke up and with a start, and seeing Namdev, he said, "Oh, you are Namdev, whom Vittal had sent here. Come." Namdev was dumbfounded and began to think this must be a great man. Still, he thought it was revolting that any man, however great, should be resting his feet on a lingam. He asked the old man, "You seem to be a great personage, but is it proper for you to have your feet on a lingam?" The old man replied, "Oh, are my feet on the lingam? Where is it? Please remove my feet elsewhere." Namdev removed the feet and put them in various places. Wherever they were put, there was Shivalingam. Finally, he took them on his lap and he himself became Shivalingam. Then he realized the truth, and the old gentleman said, "Now you can go back." Bhagavan, at this time, he says, it is to be noted that only when he surrendered himself and touched the feet of his Guru, enlightenment came. After this final enlightenment, Navdev returned to his house and for some days did not go to Vittal at the temple, though it had been his habit not only to visit Vittal every day, but to spend most of his time with Vittal at the temple. So after a few days, Vittal went to Namdev's house and, like a guileless soul, inquired how it was that Namdev has forgotten him and never visited him. Father Namdev replied, "No more of your fooling me. I know now. Where is the place where you are not? To be with you, should I come to the temple? Do I exist apart from you?" Then Vittal said, "So you now understand the truth. That is why you had to be sent for this final lesson." With this, the story is ended by Swami. Hari Om.